I have already talked, many topics about the masturbation, about the porn with other native tutors.
Really? Sounds like you're very curious about this, so I think you've done like lots of research, but I feel like this is inappropriate for me, so I'm not really comfortable with. That was loud. Hello,
Uh,
I'm Emma. Nice to meet
Emma.
you.
All right. Nice to meet you too. How are you?
I'm really good. I'm having a good day. It's
Hmm.
nearly 6 p.m. here. I'm from Australia, but I'm living in Vietnam.
Vietnam. All right. So, are you pursuing anything there?
Yeah, so
Hmm.
I first moved to Vietnam to work as a manager in an international school. So my background is teaching.
Amazing, amazing. So, how days are going on? I mean, what kind of stuff are you doing at the time to make your time busy?
Yeah, I mean, I have to keep really busy at the moment because we're in lockdown. So I'm doing
Uh-huh.
online learning,
Uh-huh.
Cambly, I do piano, reading, and I have to get like 10,000 steps in each day. So lots of
Great.
things.
Amazing, amazing. I'm getting a very good vibes, from a very positive vibes from your side, actually. Because
Thanks.
it really sounds very fascinating that you have been I mean, you are doing so many things at the same time, and it is so much important right now, to be concerned, about your health, about your goals,
Mm.
relations, everything. You have to take all the things at the same time.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, for sure. And where are you? Where are you from?
Uh, can you guess from my accent? I hope so.
Mm.
You can.
Are you from India?
Exactly. I don't know, actually, all the tutors are very, very good in guessing, if they get the Indian accent. Why is that so, actually?
Um, I
I mean,
don't know.
it sounds very, very boring or something like very different.
No, no, I don't think so. Um,
What can be the
I'm not
reason then?
sure. I
Even,
don't know.
whenever I talk to my Indians, I mean, if someone is, learning any other accent, and if still he would, talk to me, definitely in a I mean, within a second, I would catch
Mhm.
him that he or she is from India. I
Really?
don't. Yeah, exactly. Like, because I mean, Indians definitely have a kind of deep voice.
Mm.
Don't
Yeah,
you think so?
maybe. Yeah, your accent though isn't too strong. Like some Indian accents are very strong.
Mhm.
But yours is not that strong. So that's why I was like at first I was like I think it's Indian, but yeah, yours is almost like a sort of neutral, like it's not like too strong.
Not too strong, really.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ah, thank you. So, I mean, how do I take it? It's a compliment or is something other? I
Yeah.
mean,
No, I think it's a good
exactly. I'm
thing.
gonna take
Yeah.
it as a compliment. Definitely, I
Yes.
love my accent. I love my accent because English is just a second language for us. So definitely,
Yeah.
I mean, the accent which are naturally built in our character. I
Yeah.
definitely adore it.
Yeah. Yeah,
Anything.
no, it's definitely a compliment. Like you're really easy to understand and speak with, and yeah, I think you've been learning English a while.
Well, you not like that. Actually, it's been not more than 1 year. I mean, it's kind of
Oh,
1 year, but really, I've been putting my efforts into English communication. That could be the one factor. On
wow.
top of that, definitely, like it's been the consistent effort that I've been doing.
Yeah.
So I believe these are the things which is really working out for me.
Mm, that's so
Yeah,
cool.
as far as I'm
That's
concerned.
amazing. Yeah, I mean, like learning a second language is not easy. So for doing it for a year, and I mean, like your fluency is very good for a year. That's amazing,
I appreciate that.
honestly.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for this.
Yeah.
I've got a topic for today. Would you like to go with that?
Yeah, sure.
All right. It's a kind of very, very fascinating topic. And the topic is, should sex education be compulsory in schools or not? This is how I'm making my Cambly videos very much productive, because every day I used to, have different kind of topics, and I always, look up for different and, kind of different conversations so that I could be the best speaker in everything, actually, in every
Mm.
topic. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I mean, that's an interesting topic. And I guess I would be on the pro side of that. I would say, yes, you should have that in schools.
Mhm.
When should you start that in schools? I guess is the next best question. When's it appropriate? It was something that I had in my school, in the primary school. We did have that in I think it was the grade six class,
Mhm.
we had that. But
Class
since
6,
grade six, yeah. So
grade
I
6.
think
All right.
I think they're about. I think at that age you're about 11 ish. So that like we did have that in Australia, and just very briefly, like it was very brief, and then in high school they kind of went into it more, like you have a science lesson about
Exactly.
anatomy, so then you learn a bit more about it. And just my own experience, I think like at that time people were ready to hear it, and I think that it keeps people safe. So
Do you really think that those all informations which were there in class, I mean, in grades ninth, I mean, grade 6, 7, or in high schools, those are very productive knowledge or content? Because as far as I am considered,
mm,
I have also read these all things in our school, but teacher are kind of shy while
yeah.
teaching these things. And I believe, when it comes to definitely education, they have just taught us in a theoretical way, but nothing like
Mm,
very important. I really
yeah.
believe what happens is that, uh, we have been taught all those kind of Pythagoras theorem, Newton laws, but I don't find any practical things in my life. But when it comes to sex and the reproductive, about the sexual things, definitely
Mm,
it's a very essential part. We all
mm,
time start discussing with the friends. We use bad contents on the websites, so somehow it's become so much important, essential for us to know all these facts. And to be very honest, I have never learnt anything from my schools. Rather, I have collected a lot of bad information from these, I mean, porn sites, from friends, and somehow I know that those were not authentic informations. Yes or
mm.
no? Yes or no?
Can you say that last part again?
Yeah, yeah. I said, like, I have learnt a lot of not authentic informations from the porn
Mm.
site, from the friends.
Oh, right.
Yep, yep.
Um, I guess,
Just I'm comparing. I'm comparing that.
yeah.
The schools that I mean, the teachers are teaching us is not something that we are actually using in our life. I mean, they just tell us nothing else. And specifically when we are, when we are child, we do not understand all those things until unless the things are not being said directly. Are you getting me?
Mm. Yeah, I mean, like, I guess it's the question though, like, is it the school's place to, how far do they go into it? I do think that perhaps it's also on like the family, and like perhaps it's the parents' responsibility too to talk about those things, not just the school.
Yeah, I'm on this exactly. I couldn't agree more on this because somehow parents are the best teachers, are the first teacher for any children, and it's become quite obvious to to inculcate your children with all those things. I mean, these knowledge, because they should know what kind of touch or bad touch, good touch, about mensurations, about masturbations, about all this stuff.
Yeah, I mean, like, I guess it's up to the parents, but I guess parents are not always comfortable talking about those things either. So I guess it's not like a clear cut answer, and I think it's quite a tricky topic.
No, but no, 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 no. So I just want to blame the education system. It's not about it's not about the parents' mistake, but the parents has been nurtured in the way from our education system, and hence they are not performing these activities. I mean, they still think like it's a taboo right now. These are the taboos which are not being talked. And why it is that so? Because we are not breaking the wall of our mind, and it is not us who has to take all the blame, but it is the education system that has been taught in the old pattern. I hope I'm making all things clear here.
I guess that's just your opinion, and I think you feel very strongly about it.
No, actually, you can say that. See, I don't know, but this is how I believe is that. Of course, I do not have to give all the blame. Somehow, definitely, if we want, we should be exploring ourselves. We should be making our, I mean, anyone, who is not having a lot of knowledge about this, we should be teaching them all these things. But somehow I feel that there is one system, if the system is not teaching, of course, the parents feel shy again, ashamed of all these things. But now I really want to thank you, all these kind of platforms, YouTube, Instagrams. I mean, even the puberty doesn't hit, students or the anyone actually start knowing about all these facts and things. Yes or no?
Um, I guess it's up to the person. Like, I mean, you've mentioned a lot of things that I don't actually agree with. So I guess it's just
Like
your
what? Like what?
opinion.
Like, come on, just let me know actually, because this is something that fascinates me. When someone is having something other opinions about that, please do let me know. On which, uh, okay, just I would like to pop this question from you actually. How did you learn about this sex, and when you come to know about other different things about the sex, from your education, from your parents, or from the Google websites, friends, and all this stuff?
I guess, like some people, it sounds like you're very curious about this. So I think you've done like lots of research, but you know, I mean, it seems like you've accessed all resources. But
I'm a kind of exuberant person. It's not about only in this domain. If you can pick up any topic, I am like that. I mean, I am very, very enthusiastic about, speaking to strangers. And especially when it comes to native speakers, I really become so, 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 so vivacious while talking to them. I mean,
yeah. Why is that? Why do you become like that?
I don't know actually. I mean, this is kind of, trait that I do possess. I mean, it's not normal. I mean, it's good actually. I love myself. I don't know why.
So you get very passionate about certain things. Is this with everything or just certain things?
Okay, let me very honest to you actually. I have already talked, many topics about the masturbation, about the porn, with other native tutors. And
Really?
exactly. And every day, I come here to make all the content, to make all the videos very productive. And I do that. And it's not about, it's not about something like, I'm getting the fun, nothing like that. But definitely, I am learning English communication skills. When I say communication, it is kind of different. English is different, Of course, I'm learning at the same time English, but communication is something when you have the, you know how to put the things in a way.
Hmm. I guess like maybe you talk with other tutors about these things, and I'm happy to discuss a topic, but I feel like this is inappropriate for me, so I'm not really comfortable with it.
Yeah, I was getting actually because you have not been feeling comfortable. All right, I'm not gonna be mentioning all those things. So, did I mention anything bad here?